So, I like 2110.
The do's and don'ts of railfanning, again, because I have even more stuff to yap about.
So, allow me to take you by the camera screen and show you more do's and don'ts to railfanning.
Not an issue I thought I'd have to bring up, but after a set of circumstances over here in SoCal, and just in general across the community, this has become a growing issue.
That issue being, don't piss off crews, whether it be intentional or not. The way to not do this is quite simple. Don't run up to the cab like a maniac and start yelling at the engineer for a horn show. Don't damage railroad property for fun. Why do I even have to say that one? And if the engineer has a reputation of being rude to rail fans, don't egg them on, because chances are you'll end up getting a good talking to by railway security.
This should be common sense, but in my 2 short years here in the railfan community, I've learned that common sense is not a priority, so it has to be said. This one kind of relates to a point I made in the last video, but don't stay in one place all the time. Try and get out there.
Now, of course, only do this if you have the budget to, but if you can, don't just sit railfanning the same locations over and over again. Try and really stretch your reach and get to new places. Because chances are, if you do that, it can expand your channel's viewership or at least your footage library.
And if it's what you're looking for, expanding your reach could be what your channel needs to take off and gain traction. This one obviously expands beyond railfanning, but there are ways very specific to railfanning to be toxic or petty.
These ways include, but are not limited to, acting like you own a station or a line just because you go there more often than others, threatening people's livelihoods over a shot, I wish I was kidding with that one, going out of your way to shot block or sabotage someone's shot because you don't like them, purposely standing too close for a crew you don't like, I really wish I was joking with that one, and the list goes on.
This all comes on top of pretty universal ways to be toxic, so if you want to be liked by more than 5 people, try not to do those things. If you're a very railfanning focused channel and you notice your growth isn't where you'd like it to be, then try diversifying your content.
If you need an example of what this would look like, take a look at yours truly. I, for a long while, was only uploading railfanning videos, but when I started shifting to a more video essay focused format and recently almost entirely video essays or just in general voiced content, my sub count and viewership has exploded. And the secret to it is, there is no secret. It's simply just making some enjoyable content that has the ammo to get the algorithms to like it.
The final don't I'm listing here is pretty vague, so allow me to explain.
Don't expect this community to be good to you or others. The railfan community, in many ways, is the definition to hostile, or toxic, or petty, or I could really keep going here.
If you're caught being anything less than what someone thinks is correct in their eyes, then you'll for certain be torn apart by this community, and at this point, it's just the norm, unfortunately.
To sum it all up, if you railfan, lack knowledge, and go to an overview spot, you're cooked. Add on an iPad, GoPro, or monopod to that, you're fried. Change that overview spot to Fullerton, you will literally be laughed out of this place's locker room. In short, this community sucks and y'all are not helping. In long, there is no long. That's basically it.